Welcome to WARB333. This special is about Leos and birthdays and everything that you might want to know about a Leo on their special day. August the 1st, Leo. Those born on the 1st of the month are ruled by the number 1 in the sun. People born on the 1st like to be first, and those ruled by the number 1 are opinionated and eager to rise to the top. August the 1st people must beware of losing themselves to their power urges and drowning out everyone around them on their drive for achievement. The sun imparts intensity, creative energy, and fire, made stronger in August the 1st people by the sun's rulership of Leo, which should be kept flowing steadily rather than allowed to flare and dissipate. Tarot. The first card of the major arcana is the Magician, who symbolizes intellect, communication, information, as well as magic. Over his head is an infinity symbol, which in some tarot decks takes the form of a hat, and others a halo. Many interpretations may be drawn, one of which is the Magician recognizes the cyclical and unending nature of life and is empowered by the understanding. The positive traits suggested by the first card include diplomatic skill and shrewdness, but negatively, lack of scruples and opportunism. The choice rests with the August 1 person, whether to use his or her charismatic qualities for moral or immoral ends. Health. Those born on August the 1st may have a kind of hubris or even arrogance about their health. Consequently, it is not unusual for them to suffer from unexpected ailments. They should make a point to have their heart checked regularly and to consult a good chiropractor when dealing with back difficulties. Advice: try to be aware of the feelings of those around you. Don't cut yourself off from them. Take time off from your crusade to attend to daily matters. Beware of the enmity your intensity may engender. Learn to compromise when necessary. Meditation. Some desire, others admire. Strengths: forceful, realistic, visionary. Weaknesses: difficult, isolated. August the 2nd. Those born on the 2nd of the month are ruled by the number 2 and by the moon. Those ruled by the number 2 generally make good co-workers and partners rather than leaders, but this does not hold so true with August the 2nd people. The ability of those born on this day to work with others may, however, prove a measure of both their maturity and their spiritual evolution. August 2 people come under a moon-sun connection, which warns against mentally pushing beyond the limits of physical endurance. The moon suggests strongly reflective and passive tendencies, which are only evident in the sensitive type of August 2 personality. The moon and number 2 qualities mentioned above may be far more influential if an August 2 person is a second child, as he or she may be forced into such a role relative to the older sibling. Tarot. The second card of the major arcana is the Priestess, shown seated on her throne, calm and impenetrable. She is a spiritual woman who reveals hidden forces and secrets, empowering us with that knowledge. Favorable qualities of this card are silence, intuition, reserve, and discretion. Negative values are secretiveness, mistrust, inertia, and indifference. Health. Those born on August the 2nd must beware of overstressing their heart and circulatory system. High blood pressure may be a difficulty accompanying advanced age, particularly for August 2 men, if they are unable to relax in their work and lifestyle. Advice: don't lose your sensitive side. It is your connection with humanity. Maintain your idealism, but respect the wishes of others as well. Remember the needs of your family and children. Learn to accept the help of others. Meditation: war will become obsolete when it is socially unacceptable. Strengths: versatile, adaptable, determined. Weaknesses: impervious, disconnected, irresponsible. August the 3rd. Those born on the 3rd of the month are ruled by the number 3 and by the planet Jupiter. Those ruled by the number 3 generally seek to rise to the highest position in their particular sphere and have a lot of independence, qualities further enhanced in the fiery Leos born on August the 3rd. Jupiter lends an optimistic and expansive social outlook on August 3rd people. Given the added energy by the Sun, Leo's ruler, and therefore underlies the above-mentioned self-confidence and positive orientation. Tarot, the third card of Major Arcana, is the Empress. Symbolizing creative intelligence, she is the perfect woman, the ultra-feminine, Mother Earth nurturer, who is our dreams made real, our hopes and aspirations embodied. Health: there is an obvious danger that August 3 people will experience accidents and physical injuries of various kinds. Many show a distressing lack of concern for their own safety and frequently suffer from pulled muscles, cuts and bruises, even broken bones. Advice: investigate carefully whether the poor victim really wants to be rescued. Beware of endangering yourself and others for no good reason. Don't dream your life away in idle, exciting fantasies. Seek an ideal of balanced, determined strength. Meditation: as with tigers, the female of the human species is also a capable hunter. Strengths: courageous, idealistic, determined. Weaknesses: reckless, self-destructive, egotistic. August the 4th. Those born on the 4th day of the month are ruled by the number 4 and by the planet Uranus. Those ruled by the number 4 tend to be difficult and argumentative, and these traits can be magnified in the impulsive people born on August the 4th. As with most number 4 people, they are usually more concerned with ideals than money. Uranus indicates sudden changeability and unpredictable actions. A hot quality is emphasized on August 4th people by the strong influence of Sun, Leo's ruler, and its energetic effects on Uranus. Naturally, those born on this day must beware of their explosive feelings. Tarot, the 4th card of the Major Arcana, is the Emperor, who rules over concrete and worldly things through wisdom, the primary source of his power. Health: many born on August the 4th turn a deaf ear to warnings of all types. This is often due to their mistrust or dislike for authority. For this reason, they must keep healthy on their own. Unfortunately, those born on this day may display little interest in the day-to-day maintenance of the body needed to protect their health. Advice: remember your responsibilities. Try to temper your dislike of authority and be more tactful in dealing with your superiors. Your freedom is not always the most valuable thing. Learn acceptance, concentration, awareness. Meditation: to accept and even enjoy advancing age is one of the great arts of living. Strengths: clever, quick, elusive, Weaknesses: oblivious, hot-headed, undiplomatic. August the 5th. Those born on the 5th of the month are ruled by the number 5 and by the planet Mercury. And since Mercury represents quickness of thought and change, August 5th people, already affected by the sun's hot impulses through its rulership of Leo, may find themselves likely, particularly in their youth, to make rash decisions and to change their minds with great regularity. Whatever their hard knocks or pitfalls those ruled by the number 5 encounter in life, they usually recover quickly. The sun's influence augments this capacity to bounce back. Tarot. The 5th card of the major arcana is the Hierophant, an interpreter of sacred mysteries who is symbolic of human understanding and faith. His knowledge is esoteric, and he has authority over things unseen. Health. Generally speaking, August the 5th people recognize the importance of keeping their bodies in good shape. Some born on this day, however, are more interested in augmenting strength or beauty than they are in improving their inner health. Smoking, drinking, and compulsive eating are the most common pitfalls for them, and they must try to exercise the same control in regard to these vices as they do with their emotions. Advice: increase your knowledge and understanding of people. Come to value affection and kindness. Let up a bit on the demands you make of yourself and others. Learn to express your feelings in a socially acceptable and constructive way. Meditation. Though a million miles away, the sun touches our very skin. Strengths: directed, dignified, unflappable. Weaknesses: combative, repressive, overly nonverbal. August the 6th. Those born on the 6th day of the month are ruled by the number 6 and by the planet Venus. Because those ruled by the number of 6 are magnetic in attracting love and admiration, and since Venus is strongly connected with social interaction, August 6 people usually work in a highly social setting. However, due to the disinterest or disenchantment of those born on this day, a great number of people can pass through their lives, perhaps left behind. Tarot. The 6th card of the major arcana is the Lovers, symbolizing the love that unites all of humanity through integration of masculine and feminine polarities. Health. Because of their attraction to the highly unusual, August 6 people may be the despair of their families when it comes to their observing the ordinary daily activities that can keep one healthy. Yet paradoxically, August 6 people benefit from and frequently partake of tasty and regular meals, sensuous massages, good sex, and periodic exercise such as walking, jogging, or swimming. Advice: acknowledge the fact that you will be faced with the need for compromise. In order to get love and affection, you may have to give up some of your cravings for new experiences. Develop the capacity to see things from other person's point of view. Meditation. It is the unexpected that happens. Strengths: interesting, romantic, original. Weaknesses: disillusioned, reckless, antisocial. August the 7th. Those born on the 7th day of the month are ruled by the number 7 and by the planet Neptune. Because Neptune is the watery planet ruling visions, dreams, and psychic phenomena, August 7 people may be vulnerable to instability. When combined with the sun's effects, these Neptunian influences may make for erratic behavior, unrealistic plans, or unexpectations, even association with unsavory characters. Those ruled by the number 7 typically enjoy change and travel. This meets well with the August 7 pungent for excitement. Tarot. The 7th card of the major arcana is the Chariot, which shows a triumphant figure moving through the world, manifesting his physical presence in a dynamic way. Health. The most prominent health dangers for August 7 people lie in the psychological realm. Some born on this day lose touch with reality too readily and thus exhibit extremely unstable behavior. Others strive to bring their lives into balance, but in doing so subject themselves to enormous stress. Advice. Put your talents for investigation to use in a constructive way. Your fantasy may be applied to more than just private satisfaction. Try to be fair and honest with those close to you, and still more important, remain true to yourself. Meditation. The telephone has become the ultimate symbol of modern mankind's inability to communicate. Strengths. Clever, funny, socially adept. Weaknesses. Prying, self-hurtful, reclusive. August the 8th. Lionsgate. Those born on the 8th of the month are ruled by the number 8 and by the planet Saturn. Since Saturn posts responsibility and a sense of limitation, caution, and fatalism, the conservative side of August the 8th people is emphasized. Those ruled by the number 8 tend to develop their careers carefully, although the temptation of role change within that career will be strong, as well as the need for one major chain of occupation in middle life. The added influence of the Sun on Saturn gives an intense quality to August 8 people, but not necessarily one that is backed up by deep self-confidence. Tarot. The 8th card of the major arcana is Strength or Courage, which depicts a graceful queen taming a furious lion. Health. Stable patterns of diet, exercise, sleep, and sexual activity are deeply important in keeping August 8 people on an even keel. The need of those born on this day to express themselves through the body makes competitive sports or achievement-oriented activities such as jogging or gymnastics highly attractive. Advice: take time out from your active life and develop your competitive side. Relax with your family. Make your goals realistic ones, but don't ever get stuck. Remain adaptable and flexible. Meditation. When we are truly ourselves. Strengths: versatile, multi-talented, responsible. Weaknesses: egotistic, overly driven, unaware. Lionsgate 8-8. The date of this new moon is 8-8, is especially auspicious due to something known as the Lionsgate portal that happens every year on August the 8th. For thousands of years, this has been observed and honored as a time of great energetic influx and activation. This gateway is marked by an alignment between the Earth and the star Sirius. As Sirius's rise in the sky, Orion's belt directly aligns with the Pyramid of Giza, and from our perspective on Earth, it appears that Sirius becomes closer to the Earth. This is a time of increased energy flowing between the physical and spiritual realms, and that is a good time to manifest, set intentions, and connect with your higher self. As a double number, 8-8, it means you are moving toward change. This is a time to accept necessary endings so you can be fully open to receiving the new opportunities coming your way. This portal will be open for a few weeks before and after. 8-8 is transformative and a powerful number in numerology. Also brings change and also represents infinity. And this year's new moon just adds an extra boost of life-changing energy. August the 9th. Those born on the 9th of the month are ruled by the number 9 and by the planet Mars. The number 9 is powerful in its influence on other numbers. and any other number multiplied by 9 yields a 9. And August 9 people are similarly able to influence those around them. The planet Mars is forceful and aggressive, enhanced for August 9 people by the hot influence of the Sun, and embodies male energy. Thus, August 9 women may be seen sometimes as being a bit too pushy, and August 9 men are overly aggressive. Tarot. The 9th card of the major arcana is the Hermit, who walks carrying a lantern and a stick. He represents meditation, isolation, and silence. The card signifies crystallized wisdom and ultimate discipline. The Hermit is a taskmaster who uses a conscience to keep others on their own path. The positive side of this card is stick-to-itiveness, purpose, profundity, and concentration. Negative meanings include dogmatism, intolerance, mistrust, and discouragement. Health. As they are so often involved in group endeavors, August 9 people generally have structured lives, conducive to regular habits. Unfortunately, many August 9 people show more interest and concern for the health of others than they do for their own well-being. Advice: what you believe to be true for the welfare of others is not always for the best. Remember the power your words have to control and to hunt. Therefore, beware of undue influence on the lives of others. Learn to listen carefully. Meditation. Some people do their best work sleeping. Strengths: structured, altruistic, thoughtful. Weaknesses: righteous, authoritarian, prodding. August the 10th. Those born on the 10th of the month are ruled by the number 1 and by the Sun, and those ruled by the number 1 generally have well-defined views and are eager to rise to the top. August 10 people must, of course, beware of going too far on this road, being overcome by the power drives demanding too much attention and overwhelming everyone with their tremendous energy. Tarot. The 10th card of the major arcana is the Wheel of Fortune, which signifies a reversal in fortune and suggests that there is nothing permanent except change. Those ruled by the number 1 and 10 seem to focus on seizing opportunities. Indeed, acting at just the right moment is the key to their success. Health. Those born on August the 10th may put too much emphasis on how they look. Consequently, they can tend to their physique, teeth, hair, and skin at the expense of their internal health. Typically, those born on the day can look very good while actually being in less than top shape. Advice: question your attachment to external values. Develop self-confidence so that you are not so dependent on the opinion and approval of others. Cultivate awareness, acceptance, unselfish love, and unconditional giving. Meditation. The TV is a gun pointed at the viewer. Strengths: attractive, fun, vocally seductive. Weaknesses: needy, lacking in self-trust. August the 11th. Those born on the 11th of the month are ruled by the number 2 and by the moon. Those ruled by the number 2 generally make good co-workers and partners, an asset that helps August 11 people relate to others constructively. The forceful illuminative energy of the Sun, combined with the moon's reflective qualities, can grant great powers of insight to those born on this day. The number 11 imparts a grounding in the physical plane, enhanced by robust sun, as well as possible interest in coincidences, twins, or other doubles. Tarot. The 11th card of the major arcana is Justice, a serene seated woman holding the scales in one hand and a sword in the other. She reminds us of the order of the universe, and that balance and harmony will be maintained in our lives as long as we continue on our path. Health. Because of their physical nature and their attraction to conflict, August 11 people may be in danger of accidents of every type and need to beware of injuring others as well as themselves. Advice. Keep your instincts and impulses under control. The truth can teach, but it can hurt too. Remember that your success may be in direct proportion to your diplomatic skills. Cultivate your affectionate and accepting side, and remember the importance of small acts of personal kindness. Meditation. Why is it that madmen are so often perceptive? Strengths. Truth-seeking, powerful, insightful. Weaknesses. Somber, disturbing, hurtful. August the 12th. Those born on the 12th of the month are ruled by the number 3 and by the planet Jupiter. Those ruled by the number 3 often seek to rise to the highest position within their sphere, and August 12 people are no exception. Those ruled by the number 3 also love their independence, a quality enhanced in fiery Leos. Jupiter lends an optimistic and expansive social outlook, and therefore increases the self-confidence and positive orientation of those born on this day. Tarot. The 12th card of the major arcana is the Hangman, who dangles by his foot in a head-down position. Though such a position seems helpless, the Hangman is nevertheless spiritually powerful and deeply thoughtful. The positive attributes of this card are recognizing limitations and overcoming them, as well as simply being human. Negative aspects are spiritual myopia and restrictedness. Health. August 12 people must beware of psychological conflicts with family members, particularly with their children. If those born on this day play the role of strict authoritarian, they can certainly expect their children to rebel against them, or even worse, see their children submit to being crushed in spirit. Advice. Come down occasionally from your ivory tower and mix a bit with your fellow human beings. Learn to share and to accept, and most importantly to relax, laugh, and have fun. Beware of the strength of your disapproval. Meditation. Perhaps there are no accidents. Strengths. Knowledgeable, faithful, serious. Weaknesses. Tyrannical, superior. August the 13th. Those born on the 13th day of the month are ruled by the number 4 and by the planet Uranus, which often indicates erratic, unconventional behavior. Those ruled by the number 4 tend to be difficult or argumentative, since they often see things in quite a different light from everyone else, because the number 4 traditionally represents rebellion, idiosyncrasies, beliefs, and a desire to change the rules. Tarot. The most misunderstood card in the tarot is the 13th card of the major arcana, Death, which very rarely is to be taken literally, but signifies a letting go of the past in order to grow beyond limitations. Metamorphically, both this card and the number 4 suggest that August 13 people must guard against discouragement, disillusion, pessimism, and melancholy. Health. Usually those born on August the 13th have their own strong preferences in matters of diet, exercise, and health regimes. In regard to sleep habits, however, most August 13 people generally heed conventional wisdom and try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep almost every night. Advice: do your best with what you have and never allow the world to get you down. Find others of like taste and mind. Beware of anger and tyrannical tendencies. Try to remain open and trusting. Don't retreat into your own private world too much. Meditation. Stay on the path as much as you can. It is your path only. Strengths: indomitable, spirited, courageous. Weaknesses: quirky, oversensitive, insecure.